Justin Bieber, he's been arrested in Florida for drag racing under the influence of drink and drugs. The 19-year-old singer was apparently caught racing a yellow Lamborghini up and down a street in Miami Beach, which he and his friends had reportedly blocked off. The pop star's mother has asked fans to pray for her son and not condemn him over his increasingly erratic behaviour. Sky's Hannah Thomas-Peter reports.
Justin Bieber lives his life in the spotlight, so cameras were there to capture his arrest for drag racing and driving under the influence. This footage was shot in Miami Beach earlier this morning, where the pop megastar was stopped in his yellow Lamborghini after leaving a nightclub.
Right there, he's right there. Go, Amanda, what are you doing? Justin's gonna get, oh my God, he's gonna get the crash.
His fans, or believers as they're known, were there too.
Justin just got pulled over. Justin got pulled over. Oh my God.
He did acknowledge that he did take a prescription medication, and that he had been smoking marijuana and that he did consume a beer.
Later, the 19-year-old was taken from a nearby police station to the Miami-Dade County Jail for paperwork and bail arrangements. Processed like anybody else in the system, this is the mugshot, the star still at home in front of the camera. And so did the fans, nearly 50 million of them on Twitter alone. So it was fitting then that Miami Beach police used his Twitter handle to announce the arrest. Justin Bieber is no longer a child star. His last year has been troubled, characterised by outbursts like this one in London.
What'd you say? You're
and reports of bad behaviour, like pelting his neighbour's house with eggs. But this latest incident is potentially very serious. If convicted, he could go to prison. Hannah Thomas-Peter, Sky News, New York.
Well, straight across to Miami now. Fox News correspondent Phil Keating with the very latest. This has caused a real old stir in Miami, hasn't it?
It certainly has, when you have one of the biggest pop stars in the world performing, according to Miami Beach police, with a day of pot smoking, pill popping, and drag racing at the end. About 4:30 this morning here at the Miami Beach Police Department, that's when police brought the in-custody 19-year-old pop star Justin Bieber, where he was then held till right around 10 a.m. this morning Eastern time, and then transported across Miami-Dade County over to another jail. And we are now in the next hour going to see Justin Bieber making his very first court appearance. He is facing 3 different crimes. Number one, probably the most serious here, the DUI, and that is for alcohol as well as narcotics. And according to Miami Beach Police, the narcotics involve antidepressant, prescription drugs, as well as the marijuana. And the actual results of the DUI test, the blood alcohol test, we won't know for a while. So no preliminary numbers on that. The second charge he's facing is resisting arrest without violence, and also the third, driving with an expired driver's license, more than 6 months expired. That for, of all places, the state of Georgia issuing him a driver's license. According to police, at about 4:11 a.m., they saw him and a friend, Khalil Sharif, known as Crazy Khalil, another recording artist, each one in a very high-end sports car. Bieber in the yellow Lamborghini, right to the arresting officers, dropping F-bomb after F-bomb after F-bomb, saying things such as, why the blank are you arresting me? I didn't do anything wrong, etc. And now he is awaiting his first court appearance in Miami-Dade County.
What sort of sentence could he face, Phil?
Well, they're all misdemeanors, so no felonies involved here. So most likely this could involve minor time behind bars, or more likely, after his lawyers get involved, it could just be some stiff fines. But all of this comes on the heel. 3 days ago in Miami, Bieber tweeting out or Instagramming out photos of himself from a Miami strip club where he claimed to have spent $75,000 in $1 bills on strippers. And of course, last week out in Los Angeles County, the district attorney, giving us a news conference after the raid of his Calabasas, California mansion, where his neighbor claims he was egging his house, causing $20,000 in damage. Bieber's still under investigation in that incident. And then on social media 2 days ago, former girlfriend and big pop star Selena Gomez apparently encouraging Justin Bieber to stop the antics and go to rehab. Instead, what we've had was a performance of very sensational proportions this morning in the early hours. And according to TMZ.com, based out of L.A., they claim that Justin Bieber's father, a 38-year-old man, was not only with him all throughout last night, but also allegedly used his vehicle to help block traffic to allow Justin Bieber to perform the drag race.